Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of our Wonder Weapon ranking. Our previous video got lots of good feedback in the comments.
No time for comment reading, Joe. It's time to continue our rankings.
Why the mad rush?
Come on, Joe, we can do comments another time. Let's start already. So first we have the baby gun. But let me ask you, Joe, have you even played Shangri-La before?
Is that the map everyone says is on Mars or something like that?
Yeah, pretty sure Treyarch added some weird Easter egg in Black Ops 4 about it too.
But no, I haven't played it yet.
Well then, let me tell you about this wonder weapon, Joe.
Okay, but can you do it in a manner where the folks at home won't get really mad at us? I think this is a weapon a lot of people like.
Fine then. I'll admit the baby gun, or the 31, 79 JGB 215 for you nerds at home, is actually a pretty cool wonder weapon. The concept is really cool. The effects it has on the zombies is pretty cool. And hell with a name such as the baby gun, I'm surprised you haven't used it before, Joe.
You're throwing digs at me already? What are you, 12?
You wish I was 12, Joe.
Just rank the damn weapon, would you?
Yeah, this weapon is cool and all, but every time I use it, I go down so easily. Do you know how annoying it is to run into a crowd of shrunk zombies and then go down?
Sounds like a skill issue.
How would you know? You never used it. It's so irritating. I'd rather just get the ray gun and PhD than use this. It's more effective. It's a cool weapon, but it sucks to use.
I dread to think how many people you just offended right there.
Well, maybe if you played the earlier maps, Joe, you could make a valid point instead of whining like a little girl about upsetting the fans.
I'm getting really tired of you picking on me. Let's not forget who was begging me early in the morning to rank wonder weapons with you.
All right, whatever, Joe. I'm putting the baby gun in C tier. And I don't want to hear your moaning about upsetting the fans.
Okay, now you have to admit, Trump, the wave gun is pretty cool.
Yes, it's pretty funny watching the zombies gradually become big and fat and explode in the air.
Yeah, it's like watching you eating all those cheeseburgers. I'm just waiting for you to pop.
You're throwing punches at me literally after you begged me to stop picking on you. Sit down, Joe. Anyway, the wave gun and the zap guns are really cool. They're a lot like the baby gun, in my opinion. They have cool effects and a cool concept, but they're nothing next level. Though I do think the wave gun is better than the baby gun, though.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Trump. It's nothing revolutionary, but it's also not something awful. Its main downfall for me is its ammo. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of ammo to work with.
And add the fact that you can't get power-ups from it. You'll probably be waiting a while for a max ammo if you use this thing a lot.
So where do we put it? A cool wonder weapon, cool effects, but poor ammo and no drops spawn from it.
I'll put it in B tier with the ray gun. It's not something useful like the monkeys or as powerful as the Wunderwaffe, but it's also not trash like the Winter's Howl.
How dare you diss my baby Howley?
Please stop simping for the Winter's Howl, Creepy Joe.
What the hell is this thing?
It's the quantum entanglement device.
Quantum what device?
Joe, it's the QED. It's a weapon that goes in your tactical slot, and it has a range of different outcomes when thrown. To be honest, I don't really have a lot to say about it either. It can either screw you over in game or do something useful. Not to mention, you need to remove your Gersh devices for this, which no one is doing. So it's an easy C tier for me. No one is choosing these over the Gersh device.
Not really a fair ranking, Donald.
I don't care. I want to move on.
Okay, Donnie, we have one of the most hated wonder weapons by the community.
What are you smoking, Joe? The jet gun is fantastic.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. You like this thing, Trump? What about how long it takes to make?
It's like I always say, Joe, high risk, high reward.
You've never said that before.
Joe, this thing can easily get anyone to high rounds. You just need to train zombies outside the farm.
Trump, start talking some sense. This wonder weapon is so bad, you can't use it to its full potential because it'll explode after so long, and you have to let it cool down.
You're not seeing the bigger picture here, Joe. It has unlimited ammo.
Trump, are you serious right now? It has unlimited ammo but limited usage. Listen to yourself. This gun is terrible.
No, this gun is the best. It's going in S tier.
That's it. I'm calling Obama.
A few moments later.
Trump,
Oh, hey, Obama.
why are you about to put the jet gun in S tier? I mean, I don't really care about your tier list. It already became cursed when you put the baby gun in C tier, but for God's sake, Donald, at least have some decency and realize the jet gun is a flawed weapon that they tried to fix with the paralyzer.
Look at you Democrats ganging up on me. You don't know a masterpiece when you see one.
Look, Donnie, just drop the jet gun to at least B tier and let's move on.
B tier? Are you serious? Is no one going to address the fact that this weapon doesn't take up a weapon slot, meaning you can have 3 weapons at once? It deserves A tier.
Get ready for the hate comments, Donald.
The only hate comments we'll be getting are the ones that say that you and Biden need a reality check for ranking such a masterpiece so low.
Next is the Liquifier. This weapon slapped real hard until Treyarch patched it and nerfed it. What a sad day that was.
Hold your fire, Barack, because you can actually do a glitch on Die Rise where if you shoot one of the Chinese symbols on a sign outside, it actually gives you the effects of the pre-nerfed Liquifier.
Wait, really?
Yes, I'll show you next time we play Die Rise together.
Okay, Donald, that's actually pretty cool. That's an easy S tier then.
Agreed.
Anything you want to add, Joe?
Well, would you look at that? He's fallen asleep.
Let's just move on then, Donald.
Next is the Blundergat. We're ranking the Acid Gat separately from the Blundergat because it has different abilities.
So the Blundergat is a pretty powerful weapon on its own, I'd say, Donald. It can get you out of some pretty sticky situations, and accompanied with Electric Cherry and Double Tap, you really can't go wrong. You have plenty of ammo, and the 1 bullet in the chamber means that every time your Electric Cherry goes off, you're likely to kill any zombies surrounding you.
Let's be real. When you play Mob of the Dead, you're always going to pick up the Blundergat if it comes out of the box.
Unless you're like Joe and mistake it for the Olympia.
He's honestly so stupid sometimes. Anyway, I think A tier is a suitable place to put this awesome weapon.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong weapon, and it'll carry you through Mob, but we both know it has a stronger counterpart.
Indeed. So the Acid Gat, it has pretty much the same benefits as the Blundergat. Great to use with Electric Cherry, will help you through your entire run of Mob of the Dead, but I think the Acid Gat has a positive and a negative to it.
And what are those, Donald?
Well, the cartridges you shoot, as we all know, can attract the zombies. They act like monkey bombs, and they help out a ton. But the problem is that there's no way to remove the splash damage that they give you, meaning if you're not careful with these, you could go down. And not just that, the cartridges don't exactly shoot straight forward. They split off into different areas. So it's actually very easy to hurt yourself with this.
And I suppose if one of those lands near you, it'll attract zombies closer to you, meaning you could get trapped.
But I do believe the Acid Gat is a lot stronger than the Blundergat, so I think we should put it in S tier.
You really think the Acid Gat is on par with the Thunder Gun and the Wonder Waff?
Absolutely. We praise the Monkey Bomb in A tier for its usefulness. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't praise this for its usefulness and effectiveness.
Fair enough, Donald. Let's stick it in S tier then.
Why the hell are we ranking the Golden Spork? Why did Spoon put this in here?
I mean, I suppose it's a wonder weapon.
It's just a really powerful knife. You use it when you get it for a little bit, then you probably forget you have it. C tier.
I mean, that's not fair, Donald. It's a really powerful melee weapon.
Do you really want to sit here and discuss a Spork, or can we move on to the more interesting wonder weapons?
No wonder Biden can't stand ranking with you. Next, we have the Hell's Retriever. Honestly, I don't think this is anything groundbreaking. It's nothing like the Wonder Waff, of course, but I think it certainly serves Mob of the Dead well and does justice to the theme of the map, too. I don't usually strive to get this, but I'll get it casually as I'm playing the game.
Of course, it's nothing like the Wunderwaffe. That's not the point of it. It's a cool reward for completing a little quest. It's one of the coolest tactical weapons in zombies. You can use it to pick up power-ups out of your distance.
And what else, Donald? That's pretty much it. You don't need this to get to high rounds, but it certainly helps to have it, especially when it's so darn easy to get.
I'd say B tier because let's not forget that you can upgrade it.
Yeah, and remember how poor the upgrade is. There's no noticeable difference when I've used it.
Fine, where would you put it then?
Honestly, I think C tier is the perfect spot for this. Because it's not bad, but you don't need this to survive. It becomes ineffective later on.
I guess you're right. The Ray Gun Mark II, oh boy.
Did someone say ray gun?
Yes, Joe, the Ray Gun Mark II.
Wait, ray gun Mark II? There's a second ray gun?
Yes, Joe, wake up already.
So there's another ray gun just as beautiful and sexy as the first one?
Even sexier, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is going on?
This weapon fixed some of the problems the original ray gun had.
The ray gun had problems?
It managed to make the ray gun an effective weapon in comparison to other available weapons. Have you ever played Origins with the Ray Gun Mark II? Do you know how easy it is to kill a Panzer? It's such a good weapon.
Donnie, is there a ray gun Mark II every time Easter egg I can do because I want to use this newer ray gun?
You seriously believe that, Joe?
Trump showed a ray gun every time Easter egg and it worked, I promise.
You seriously believe in that nonsense, Joe?
Back to the subject, the Ray Gun Mark II also became available on every map on Black Ops 2, and oh my gosh, it made other maps so much more easier to play on.
Yeah, but they actually balanced it too because it was hard to pull out of the box.
That is also very true.
Do you remember how hyped we all were when they released the DLC trailers and we heard about the Ray Gun Mark II?
It was so good. We were all so excited. The best thing to come out in your time of presidency.
Another good feature is that it got rid of the splash damage that cursed the original ray gun.
I'm so glad they did that. One flaw, though, is that I seem to burn through ammo every time I use it, and it's even worse when I upgrade it.
Yeah, I caught wind that you have a habit of burning through ammo from the comments in the previous tier ranking, so I personally think this will fit well in A tier.
I agree with A tier, but how dare you criticize how I play?
And finally, we have the jet gun upgrade, the Paralyzer. You must love this weapon, Trump.
No, I hate it.
You hate this weapon?
No, it absolutely ruined Buried. Buried is such an easy map because of this gun. You know how annoying it is playing Buried with Biden when he gets the Paralyzer, and you actually have to open up all the map because he won't lift me up to different areas.
Sounds like a skill.
No, you don't know how annoying it is.
It sounds to me that the gun isn't the problem, but instead you never get it from the box. Which is strange because it's really easy to get from the box.
Shut your mouth, Obama.
Well, I think this weapon is really fun to use. I like the sense of freedom it gives me. And I also find it funny when the characters complain about bumping their heads on invisible walls.
Oh, come on, it's not Wonder Waffle level.
Wonder Waffle? Why do you call it that? It's Wonder Waff. But no, it's not, which is why I think it comfortably goes in A tier. It just doesn't kill zombies that fast, and it really struggles to kill the witches in the mansion. But I understand that Treyarch didn't want to make it too OP.
I still think it ruined Buried. Okay, the Staff of Fire. Let me tell you something about this staff, Obama.
No, there's no way I'm ranking the staffs with you, Donald. You'll come up with some insane reasoning and put the ice staff in something like D tier. I'll wait till Joe has played Origins a bit more so he can actually join in and bring something to the debate. That way I'm not the only one defending myself from your very poor reasonings.
What, so we're dragging this out into a part 3? How many parts are there going to be to this?
Well, we'll see. The next part will be very intense because I think we all have strong opinions about which staff is better, which bow is better, and I'm going to need a recap. I haven't used these things in ages.
That's fair.
Are you going to stop recording now then, Trump?
I need to wake Biden up so he can do his outro.
He fell asleep again? He woke up for the ray gun and fell back asleep? Geez, he really is Sleepy Joe. Well, I'm out. Catch you later, Donald.
Me too. Later.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Spoon told me that he's planning on making a video responding to everyone's comments, so feel free to comment if you want to be featured in one of the next videos. Just don't say anything stupid or you might aggravate Trump a little bit. I might see if I can get Obama on board too. Anyway, that's it for now, everyone. Sorry I kind of fell asleep during this video, but it looks like Obama was able to hold his own against Trump's stupid opinions, so that's good. I feel like I'm waffling here, so I'm going to go. Don't forget to leave those comments for us to respond to. Bye, everyone.